Hey, welcome back, gamers. Welcome to Gamer Guide channel. We're going to be continuing on with our Fallout 4 Let's Play here, and with our protagonist, Javen. And you'll have to excuse me if you hear a cat. That's Harlow, who's visiting me from next door. Anyway, so we left off last time with the Museum of Freedom, where we had just kind of rescued everybody, or not everybody, but the Patriots, or Minutemen, excuse me, from a band of bandits outside who were trying to murder them. And so we picked up this cool mech suit and a minigun from up on the roof, and we just cleared things out, and now we're going to go follow them over to our nearby neighborhood where they are planning to set up a colony. It says here guns and bullets. Looks like we got some additional magazines you can pick up to get some extra perks. Kind of cool. I'll have to look for those. Alright, so we are back here with Mama Murphy and
right behind
Preston Carvey. And we still got our suit here, and when we left off, we just finished off a Deathclaw and the band of raiders that were outside here. And I remember the Deathclaw, had jumped up from this area over here, and I'd kind of jumped down and saw that there was a doorway down here. It was a hard fall. So I'm kind of curious. I want to see what's in here before we follow everybody over to our neighborhood. So let's see here. Let's see what we can find. I know this is probably not a great idea normally, but in this circumstance, we're going to see what is down here. There might be some treasures. There might be some other Deathclaws, but we do have our suit right now. And we still have a little bit of ammo left. Not a whole lot. 103 rounds. So it looks like we have something called a soft-shell murloc. Looks like a crab of some sort. That's interesting. And a dead cow so far. But there's more to explore here, so let's take a look. This is down in the sewers. Alright, what is that? I heard something. Oh. Alright, we'll go ahead and use our... let's go ahead and hit the head here. Go ahead and switch our gun here. That's a weird angle. So we got some more of these mole rats coming out of the word work here. We got one more. Let's go ahead and hit him in the head. Alright, doesn't really surprise me. I figured we'd find some mole rats. So we'll save our chain gun. Now what do we got here? Open door. Got an access way up this direction. And it says this door is chained, so it can't go that way. We have a toolbox. Let's see what we got in here. We can be lucky enough with our bobby pins.
Sweet.
Got medics, wonder glue, and a wrench. I think the medics just recovers health. Oh, look, a radix. Okay, that gets rid of the radiation damage we take. So those are very useful items, for sure. Now, I would not be surprised if we run into a Deathclaw or a Murloc or something down here. I figure there's got to be some pretty major baddies hiding around here somewhere, if that's where the Deathclaw was kind of hanging out. Maybe his family and friends. The dog is still up there. Hopefully he'll get with us and follow up soon. Alright, we got 12 rounds of that. Let's take a look here at our inventory. Minigun, 8, so I'm pretty much out of rounds there. Let's just look through here. Security baton, we got a shotgun with 18 shells. It does pretty good damage, actually. 13 shells at 308. We're a little light on ammo. Now the cell gun, we do have some ammo on that. Let's go and get that charged up here. Okay, I'm not sure which is the best way to go, but look, we got another toolbox over there. Hello, dog. Good of you to join us. Let's go take a look here at the toolbox and see what we got. Ah, Murloc. It isn't dead. Go get it, doggy. All right, let's try our little system here, our VAT system. We'll try the head and shoot a couple rounds into that. Well, that was a horrible shot. I missed twice, I think. I'm glad we have the suit, because I'd probably be getting hurt right now a lot. Alright, we jump down. Let's go ahead and switch weapons. I don't need the VATS right now. Escape. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Yeah, shoot. Shoot it from there. Ah, cool, we got a crit. That worked out. Alright, we'll go for the torso. Let's go for the, not the shell, the right arm maybe. And the left arm. Sure. Shoot at those things. Dog's hurt. Alright. Now you're easy, in easy range. Go for this, and the head, and whatever we can shoot. Dead. You're a dead crab. Alright, we got some Murloc meat. And softshell Murloc. I gotta get used to these controls. This is new to me, this game, pretty much. Except for those couple of episodes you see me play, I really haven't had a whole lot of experience playing this game. So, let's see. I know we have a couple things set on our menu. Oh, look, we got a radroach hiding up there. That was lucky of me. We'll go ahead and just get his torso here. There we go. Any other radroaches? Here's one. We'll just hit it with our baton, save some ammo. We got duct tape here. That seems useful. And something up here. Got a little stairway going up. There might be more to explore, but it looks like we can go back up there in that direction. Well, let's see what else is down here in the sewer. I don't feel like we've fully checked out everything there is to check out. Or if we have, it's a very small sewer. Alright, we got our dead Murloc friend. It's down this way. Alright, we got 12 rounds of this. That's for moles, that's where we came from. Maybe we have seen everything. So we came down here. Yeah, and this kind of dead end out over on this side. Is there any hidden treasures over here? No. Got the hole in the wall. We got a boarded up room of some sort. Alright, so that is not going to be accessible. Got our murdered Murloc. So I guess maybe that is it. This is kind of a passageway up. What is this? Anything in there? Looks like there's some stuff in there. Get out of my way, you board. Here, let's see. I think we hit V. We can change our perspective. What is it? A Tato. Must be some kind of drugs. Tato? I don't know, but we got it. And let's see, what's down here? There's something over here. Got shotgun shells, a stim pack, another double barrel shotgun, and a harness. Dead raider. Ah, jet. Well, I have to get up there. I'm not sure how it's going to happen. There we go. Just jump and get it. What's that? Caps. Nice. Okay, what's over here? Oh, look, there's a whole nother little room. I didn't even notice this here. We got a computer. Mentis, take that. Jet, duct tape, and a wrench. Aluminum can, and deviled eggs. Okay. Interesting. Oh, look, a chest. 10mm round, 16. Buff out, Radix. Comfort grip, light 10mm pistol. Alright. A camera, and Raider's left leg. It's not a bad little stash. Somebody's been hiding out down here. Probably that Raider who got murdered by the Murloc. Can we come up here? Is this the thing? I'm trying to jump up. So what we got here, I think this is the same way we were just had come a little bit while ago. This takes us back up to the city, I believe. It's a dead guy. All right, well, that was our exploration of the sewers of Commonwealth. And we did find a couple useful things, and that Murloc was the only really difficult thing we had to fight. It was pretty tough. All right, so our Minutemen have taken off. I'm sure they're back at the town, and it's getting to be dusk. So I think I'm going to head back over that way and see if we can catch up with them. I'm trying to remember how we get out of here. I remember there was a house kind of marking it, and I think we're kind of off on the south side right now. So, yeah, there's the Red Rocket gas station. I see it over there in the distance. So we'll kind of head that way. Find anything? Huh? What's over here? Huh? No, you're just looking around. All right, we should probably put the suit up here soon too. We have a broken arm and a broken leg on it. Looks like it needs repair. And I'm thinking we meet up with the Minutemen and see what we can do, as we've kind of joined in with their faction by helping them out and saying we wanted to tag along. So one of the things I know you can do in this game is build bases or build structures, and I'm interested in that just to see what the possibilities are for being creative and doing your own thing here in the game. So, the Red Rocket gas station is where we kind of had some of our different toolboxes and stuff. So we could hang the suit up in that garage there. But I think there is also a spot here in town to do that. So we're going to head back and see if we can find our Commonwealth folks. And it looks like our core, it says 1 on it. I'm thinking that means we're getting low on power. Now, I know we have an extra core. I see, we have a meter, so it shows us we're at about 25% power, just about. And then we have 1 extra core. So I'm just kind of figuring out how to read that whole thing, as I am a Fallout noob. Anything over here, dog? I'm not sure what dog meat was checking out, but we do have a place there to make some food. And back here in our old neighborhood, looks like our house is here, I think it was. We might go back in and just see if there's anything salvageable here in a little bit. But in the meantime, we are back here across the street with Jung Long and some of the other guys. So it says our fuel power, our coercion, our power core is low. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ditch this here. And we'll run around without it for a little while. Came in handy under the sewers, though, especially with that Murloc, because that probably would have hurt a whole bunch if we didn't have it. I'm not sure how powerful they are, but I think it was powerful enough to break another part or two off this. We got Miranda Murphy. What kind of crazy shit do you have to say today?
Sanctuary. I knew you'd join us here, kid. Your energy is tied to this place.
Yep, it is. All right, now we got to find Preston. He's probably out running around here somewhere. Don't see anything. What is this? Something was rolling a bowling ball out on the street. I guess why not? Play kickball with it. And the other thing we can do too is scrap up some of the stuff around us to start building things. First, let's start talking to Preston here and see if we
I'm glad you decided
have
to
any
come
mission.
with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home.
Yeah,
What do
it's a
you
nice
think?
place. Well, I used to live here.
Yeah. I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
Yeah, like 200 years ago. So we have some random person walking in the background there.
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
Yeah, I think my son.
My son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. I've been looking for him.
Damn. I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
Okay.
And I hope you don't mind,
You gonna say anything?
but I've got another favor to ask. I've had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
What kind of help?
What kind of help do they need?
Sounded like the usual. Raiders. You'll have to get all the details when you talk to them.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get.
All right, so Sturgis also probably should talk to him. We just got to level up for agreeing to help the Minutemen, and we're going to go out and kill some more raiders in the name of defending local settlements. Maybe recruit some more people here to the Minutemen. Also need to find some parts eventually here to repair my my power armor. All right, Sturgis.
Sturgis.
Got anything for me?
You willing to do some work?
Sure. What's up?
I'd be glad to help. Just tell me what you need.
Well, for starters, we could use some real beds. We've been sleeping on the ground for too long. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over our heads. Some of these old houses still look solid enough to do the trick. There's a workbench over there you can use. Give me a holler if you need anything.
All right. So we need to build beds for the shelter. And let's see here. We got our workshop going. Says the workshop allows you to build, adjust, and remove nearby objects and structures. Move between objects with the left and right arrow and press up to find the object or structure you wish to build. Select your object appears, press green, and press E to build it. If it appears red, try adjusting the location and yours until it changes to green. Alright, that's how you place things. Workshop objects are built from components. When you build an object, components are automatically harvested from the junk items in your inventory or the workshop's inventory.
In the Commonwealth.
Alright, so that's how that works. And looks like we can scrap some stuff we don't need. And so we gain our resources by doing that. So these barrels, for instance, are both forced steel. So we'll just go around here and we'll scrap some stuff that we can build beds out of. Look, we got an entire junk house here. Let's try to scrap that guy. Yeah, we get 20 wood, some rubber steel, all kinds of stuff by doing that. There's an old door, a little bit more steel. So let's just see what we can find. Probably got a little bit of wood. No, I guess they're made out of steel. An old car. A couple up, down, upside down signs. Lots of rubber and ceramic stuff. So this is all going to be added to the inventory of this particular colony, as I understand it. So everything here will be for the Minutemen's little faction. Let's see what else can we scrap. Got some tires over here. Let's get rid of all those. And we'll do this house too. That should give us enough wood to build beds, I think. And get the first part of our little quest there completed. I figure we'll do this before we go out and kill those raiders. At least get started. And this also might be a great place to build a second part of the base. Now these timber or trees or whatever, that should help us get the supplies we need. Just need to make sure we get a good amount of wood. Looks like we got one over here too. So anything inside this green circle of our particular colony, I think we can scrap if it's not something that's in use. Like this house here is still pretty much standing, so we could probably flesh that out a little bit more and make that part of our base. But these other ones are scrappable. A ruined house, it says. A car frame. All these fences and stuff, we could probably get rid of those or repurpose them. Looks like if they're green, they're still good. If they come up as a yellow highlight when you target them, that means it's probably not worth anything but scrap. So that's also, I guess, a good way to determine if something is broken or usable. Hey, look, it's Codsworth. Hey, what's up? What are you doing over here? Anything, or just hanging out? I just want to talk. I guess I'm still in the wrong mode here to be able to do that. Alright, so I think we've got enough scrap. Let's head back and let's build some beds, and we'll do that for our mission. Now we can use the workbench, or I guess we can just toggle left and right here on the bottom. Let's see. Go. Not sure what that is.
One of these houses would be a good place to set up some beds.
Yeah, sounds good. So I guess we could probably use a couple of the different houses to set up beds. If we run out of room for beds in this one. Let's see. Left and right gets here to our different stuff. We got furniture.
Bad news, huh, Mama? You ever seen one of those suckers before?
Oh, sure.
All right, we got beds. Let's see what we got here for our subcategories. We got a rather large bed. These all seem to have the same steel and cloth requirement. Oh, this one's just cloth, so this is a little bit simpler if you don't want to spend the steel.
Come on. What do you take me for?
It's true. I might not look it, but back in the day, I had quite the shot.
Yeah, or quite the imagination.
Mama Murphy's telling her stories again. I'd say we could put one in the kitchen, as the kitchen really isn't useful right now, I think. We could also stick one here. We probably should scrap out this room a little bit. Excuse me. Mama Murphy, you're right in the way. We could make the bathroom a bedroom, as no NPCs really need to poop in this game. Right? Let's build this here, and let's scrap out some of this stuff here. Do I need to go back into scrap mode? I'm not sure if there's an easier way to do this, but I know if we come to the workshop and let's tab, let's cancel that. Escape.
Please, just... I need to be alone right now.
I guess we just highlight stuff and we can scrap it, so... We'll get rid of this. There we go. Anything that's yellow is definitely fair game. Alright, old dresser. Still seems to still be of some value, but that's not. That's not. So we can move this stuff too, but we'll just set up a bed here and one here. Got a couple chairs that are still useful. And a dresser. Let's see, we could do one more bed here. So we'll do another. I like these larger beds. Let's see if we can get people in there. It's not the cleanest or most organized way to put a bed in a room, but it's there and you can use it. So we'll be happy with that, and let's see. Let's go next door here to my old house. And we'll put some beds down here for our new friends. Let's just put a good bed in here and get rid of this old crapper. Oh, I think I exited out of the mode altogether. Hold V to open workshop mode. Okay, so let's hold V. There we go. That's an easy way to get back in. Let's escape out of here and scrap this old bed. Yep, 20 wood. That's a lot of wood. Still got a usable carpet. Let's go ahead and select that, and we'll move this here where the crap bed was, and put that down. All right, we're getting the hang of this. Let's go ahead and scrap all this stuff. Scrap the picture. Scrap the useless dresser. And we can build dressers and stuff too. Now this shows us up on the top bar, I guess, what our stats are in the colony. So right now, we're kind of horrible on everything. Our happiness is down 20%.
Every day I get up and tell myself, you just have
time, man.
All right, and those guys are talking to each other. Let's see if we can find some room in here to put a couple more beds in. Let everybody have a little space, you know. All right, we'll get rid of this and put a good bed in here. Let's do another one of these. So I just like the look of it better than the other ones. All right. And now if we're building a bed, at least we could do is not have dirt stains all over it. We could do better than that. I guess this has to have that look of being in the apocalypse, though. Oh, look, a safe. Did we already... Yeah, I think we already did. I'm not sure. Let's exit out and see if we can... No, there's nothing in the safe. Okay, so back into building mode. And we'll scrap the safe. Get some steel from that. No, we don't need to scrap that. Okay, we'll put another bed in here. And we have a someone's art piece. Can watch over us as we sleep. Give all our Minutemen nightmares when they are trying to get some rest. Here we go. We put it this. Should we put it sideways? It might fit a little bit better. We can save a little bit of room by doing that. Alright, we completed building the shelter beds for Sanctuary, so let's go back here and see if we can collect our reward on that, and then see what else there is to do. Let's escape out of all this. Carrying beds around the town doesn't make a lot of sense. Whoops. Didn't mean to hit that, because that was our key commands. Alright, so let's talk here to Sturgis. Yeah, escape. There we go.
Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source of clean water.
Okay, so we got a first part of our mission done. Let's see, drinking from the river. Well, I know that already radiation poisons people. Tell me more.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Like a well. Then we don't have to keep drinking the river water. That stuff's not good for you.
Alright. So we can build a well here real quick. Let's see, holding V should bring us back into our menu, and let's see, we have power, defenses, resources. I'm not sure which one this is going to be under. Let's try this. Resources, water, yeah. Okay, so we have our water well. What is this? Purifier and industrial purifier. So I can build one of the industrial purifiers. Requires 5 power. Or I can build this water pump, which requires none. Let's go ahead and do a couple of water pumps here. We'll pull one right outside here on the street. And let's do one across the way, as we got a bed over here too. Put this by the front door, and then looks like that's all we needed, really. So we got a couple of those done from our scrap. Let's see what else we can do to improve our town. So now it looks up on our top bar. Now we just need to work on food and defense. So I know he's going to probably ask us to plant some crops or something. We'll pull the fence off here. We're going to have to work on getting our fence improved for sure. Marcy Long, what you up to? Here, let's back out of here and talk to her.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Alright, she has a pipe pistol and not much else. And there's Sturgis again. Let's go ahead and talk to him. What's up, Sturgis?
Hey, Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply of clean water. I hope you don't mind me asking for some more help, but our food supplies are running low. If we're gonna settle here, we need to get some crops established.
Okay, what kind of crops?
What kind of crops are you looking for?
It doesn't much matter. Potatoes, mute fruit, corn, whatever you can get to grow.
Alright, what is he doing, like staring at the paint? Oh, he's working on the house.
I'd like to trade some items.
And he's got a pipe pistol too. Didn't really need to do that.
You're safe, you're not. That's how they always get
Just
you.
find a nice spot of ground and plant whatever you've got. Anything fresh will be a great change for us.
Alright, so we need to plant some stuff, but that means we need some seeds. So we probably need to get out of town here and go explore around the area and see if we can find some food for our Minutemen. So I guess we need to next kind of check out the map here and see maybe some locations of places we could go. Right now we're here in Sanctuary, and we had been at Commonwealth earlier in the Red Rock gas station. So we have all this area out here we can explore. Thinking about maybe going here and heading south and seeing what's down there, or north. It could also be a thing. I don't believe there's any vaults seeds or anything like that we could capture. We've kind of already explored there, though we did have that freeze ray gun from a while back. But maybe you guys can suggest a good place to find some seeds in the comment below. I'd appreciate that. And while you're at it, if you would give me a like on this video, I'd appreciate it. I am sort of a Fallout 4 noob, so I always appreciate the assistance. If you guys have some suggestions, something I could do to make my first little Minuteman colony super awesome. And I'll try that here. We got a drifter outfit I didn't take last time. But I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up, and then next time we're going to go look around the area here and see if we can find some seeds and come back. And then we also need to start by helping our neighbors, killing some of these raiders and stuff that are messing up the area. Alright, we're going to need our gun here. Looks like we got some bees and things up here. Think we can hit it from this distance? Let's try it. I don't think we're that good of a shot. No, but we did manage to piss it off. Alright, he's a little closer, so we'll try again. No. There we go. I think I do better without the bat system on. Yeah. That was easier without the VAT system. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. And thanks again for subscribing. Hey, look, there's a trailer park over there. I guess we'll go check that out next. And another dog of some sort. And until next time, be well, and I'll see you guys here again soon for another episode of Fallout 4 on Gamer Guide. Later.